I've got something very special for you from Time Life. It's called Great Programs because they've been selected after hundreds of hours of screening by Time Life's editors from the best television programming of the last decade. Each one of the 8 programs is an award winner, and it's been professionally transferred from original film to half-inch videotape. And except where rare film footage was used, all are in absolutely perfect color. They're gorgeously packaged, too, in handsome bindings with gold embossing. They would grace the shelves of the most aristocratic library. They're bound this way because the programs are truly of lasting value. I know you're going to want to watch them over and over again for years to come. From the great series, 10 Who Dared, our editors have selected the fascinating program on Columbus.
Christopher Columbus. What kind of human being, huh? Well, he was a man with an idea, an obsession, a driven man. And that's what this program is all about. The man, more than his adventure.
I know that I am right about Cathay. To that end, I have given my life and wasted my body. I will not rest until I find it. The knowledge of that enchanted land burns in my mind like the sun in the south.
Great Programs is about big events, great ideas, and great men. Columbus was one. He thought himself a failure, yet he changed the world. Life goes to the movies.
Hollywood party. Get up, get in there. Hollywood party.
She doesn't want to swim. She doesn't want to play tennis, go for walks. All she does is want to kiss you. I'm a nervous wreck.
An only child. I weigh 110 pounds stripped. I believe I have no congenital weaknesses. Shall I go on?
Yes, please.
What?
License. No, not for a dog. The other kind.
Will you please?
Oh, by the way, will you marry me?
Either, either, neither, neither. Let's call the whole thing off.
When you're slapped, you'll take it and like it.
Just see what the boys in the back room will have.
So that fantastic Life Goes to the Movies.
My fellow citizens of the world, ask not what America will do for you, but what together we can do for the freedom of man.
With his voice so strong and firm, and everybody was so excited and delighted. And as I said, of all the millions of women in the world, to think I was the one, that I was the mother, was just overwhelming.
Rose Fitzgerald Kennedy. The best of times, the worst of times. An intimate and touching video memoir of the Kennedy family.
We've had these ecstatic moments and these tragic ones. But God intends us to be happy, I think. And I'm not going to be vanquished either, so I'm going to carry on.
America, a personal view by Alastair Cook.
Since we know which of the big three, the Spanish, the French, the British, won this continent, it seemed to me only sporting to pay an introductory tribute to the losers who left such a large and indelible mark on this country.
Alastair Cook's America, acclaimed for its rich and stirring portrayal of the American experience.
But for better or worse, this is what we've made of it. And it is the past 400 years that we think of as the history of the land that became the United States.
Man is a singular creature. He has a set of gifts which make him unique among the animals.
The Ascent of Man, Lower Than the Angels, with Jacob Bronowski.
The fact is that when he put his foot on the ground and walked upright, man made a commitment to a new integration of life.
Unsurpassed in its photography and in the grandeur of its view of man, this is a show you'll want to watch time and again.
The imagination is a telescope in time. We are looking back at the experiences of the past.
Why aren't you working? Christmas is over.
We are not free, sir.
Fight Against Slavery, Free Paper Come. A true story of one of the greatest slave uprisings in history.
Free paper will never come. We must write it with our own blood, the blood of sacrifice.
In 1832, 50,000 blacks on the island of Jamaica rose up to claim their freedom. The rebellion was ruthlessly suppressed. Tragically, their emancipation came only a few months later.
That all such persons should be manumitted and set free.
When the chimes of midnight sounded to herald a new century, there were not many who could doubt that Europe was a mighty continent, because in so many ways, Europe dominated the world.
Europe, the mighty continent, with Peter Ustinov.
The mighty continent was in its brilliant, if somewhat feverish, heyday.
La Belle Epoque, those last golden sunset years before the Great War. A stunning program, a virtual treasury of rarely seen film. You've just watched a few scenes of the rich programming available from Time Life. The wonderful thing about great programs is that, unlike anything that you tape off commercial television, great programs are never out of date. Each time you enjoy them, you'll learn something new. If you're the kind of person who wants the best, then Great Programs is for you. Ask for a brochure which describes the programs in greater detail, and be sure to get a Time Life order form.